So I'm doing another review today, and sort of, not really a tutorial, but just mainly a review. I have done a lot of reviews for hair extensions. I've done Tresmerize, Irresistible Me. I think I did a Glam Time at one point. And I really like to use extensions for kind of recreating longer, more voluminous hairstyles. Vintage hairstyles, of course, are what I prefer. And I'm growing my bangs out actually because I really decided I want to do this hairstyle. I did a version of it a few years ago. I can't remember if that video is still up or not, but I want to try to improve on it a little bit. So I'm gonna try to do a new video with the Brigitte Bardot, like this hairstyle. I mean, it's like iconic. So I'm growing my bangs out a little bit. They'll be there eventually. I'm not gonna grow them out that long. But the whole point of this video is to show you a new type of hair extension because I have used hair extensions in the past by Irresistible Me and been very impressed. I wore them at the Boogie last year and I danced in them and they were pretty comfortable. They were a little bit heavy. Not gonna lie, however, I really liked them and I have a couple of pictures of me in those hair extensions. I did a video fairly recently because I don't do a whole lot of videos anymore, so you should be able to scroll down my videos and you should see them pretty quickly, but there's a couple of pictures in the thumbnail of me in that hair extension. But the original hair extensions look like this. This color is going to be slightly warm or slightly dark for my hair as the color that it's in now. In all honesty, they sent me another color. The redder color that they sent me was a little too pinkish. It didn't blend well, so I might use a little bit of both. But this is one of the original hair extensions. It's still curled because I store them kind of in a net, so it may maintain their curl. But this is the original, and you can see it's a slightly more cherry color than what my hair is now. But this is the original Royal hair extensions. You see that they have like this sewn in line. It's like a sewn in area at the top, and then the clips are attached to it and you can see this area. Now the thing about this is when you have very fine hair like I do, you can kind of see it a little bit. It's not going to be something that is really easy to hide, especially up closer to the crown when my hair is so flat and thin. So I usually do have to do quite a bit of teasing in order to hide it. And also do a little twisting and stuff so that it's not going to be completely, visible. But I wore them all night and I danced and they didn't come out, so I was a big fan. Let me show you the other color. I don't like to color my hair extensions because I feel like it compromises them, so I always usually try to make a decision based on what I feel like would be closest. This is the other color. As you can see, it's just very artificial and bright. So there was just no way this was gonna work with my hair. And honestly, I mean, I could probably add a few of these in to the extension. I could probably add a few of these in and make some pretty cool highlights, but it's just a lot of work to hide extensions that don't match. So that's why I told them I could not keep that particular color. However, they did send me the other one, and I think the color that they send me is called Ginger. I honestly can't remember. I wish they would put it on the packaging. They come packaged like this. They come, like the majority of the extensions come in one side, and then there's a test extension on this side. You can open this side first and test the color and the texture, and if you don't like it, you can return them. But if you open these seals and take the bulk hair extensions out, you will not be able to return them. So keep that in mind. So these are the extensions that I just got. And the reason I wanted to share these with you, and the reason that I'm so excited about them, is because they have a very different type of thing at the top. I don't even know what to call this. The spot where the hair is attached is actually like a piece of non-sticky silicone maybe. And then the clips are super durable. So I thought a good idea would be to show you these straight out of the package. But this is what they look like straight out. And you can use a flat iron on them or whatever, but I like to wet set them. So I probably will wet set them eventually. Or I'll use a curling wand, but either way I just kind of attach them to a drawer. I like put them inside of a drawer and close the drawer on them, and then I curl the sections with rollers or with a curling wand. But once you curl them, you shouldn't wash them or curl them too often because you don't want to damage them. But this is real hair and it's super soft and actually shiny, but not fake shiny. It actually looks like real hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on just as they are, which will make it a challenge to blend them with my hair, but that's kind of the point because I want to see the way that they're going to blend in this particular state. I couldn't find a claw clip, so I'm just gonna use this. What I'm gonna do first is pull all the hair from the bottom around right here. I just finger parted that, so I'm sure it's messy. And then I'll just clip this hair to the top of my head. And the first thing I do is take some hairspray and just sort of lightly spray along the parting line. And then I'll take a teasing brush, like this one, and I'll just sort of mat the root right around where the clip is going to go. Now this is super like traditional way of applying extensions, and it's been done a million jillion times on YouTube, so feel free to check out other videos. This is the 2-clip hair extension, long and straight, still got some crimping in it from the packaging. And I'm just going to clip it in without much rhyme or reason. And I'm also, just because of that section of my hair is a little bit, just a little bit wider, but not super, super wide, I'm going to use the 1-clip extension as well. And I always brush through first. And I'm just going to use that right here because technically there should have been a 3-clip extension here to sort of blend. So as you can see, hair color is not horrible bad along with mine. There's mine. You can almost not feel the clip you just put in. That's how flat they lay to the head. All right, and now I'm going to do a 4-clip, a wider one. And this is going to wrap all the way around my head because it's very wide. So I'm going to take it and put it right above the other one, just gripping some of my actual hair in there. All right, and then I'm going to take it down and do it again. Okay, so because my hair is a completely different color than these extensions, they're going to be very difficult to hide, especially with straight hair. I am, of course, going to do tutorials in the future with the extension curled. And because my hair is straight and a different color and is a very precise haircut that falls in like a U shape so that the ends are a little bit more blunt, you can really see where my hair ends and these begin. So there's not going to be any successful blending of the hair in this video. However, I have put these really high on my head. I've put them all the way up to right here, and I see no weft lines at all. I can go all the way through, finger through, and I'm still seeing no weft lines at all. That is a huge deal. Extensions are very difficult to hide sometimes, especially in fine hair. So I feel like that is a huge selling point for these particular True Blend extensions. You can still see my layers underneath like you can with everyone who wears extensions, let's be honest. However, when you curl the hair, it definitely makes that much, much easier to hide. And what this video is really about is, you know, of course, get a better match than mine. It's not the best match. But what this video is really about is how these feel on the head, how they sit on the head, and how they blend with the regular hair. The blending part is yet to be seen because, as I said, this is a straight extension, mixing with the texture of my straight hair, it's not going to be possible for it to blend completely. But if I layer these extensions, if I cut them a little bit, and then I curl this hair, you will not see a difference between my hair and the extension. I'm absolutely confident about it. I can actually run a brush over the top like this, and they don't pull. I'm not feeling them pull, and I'm like running my hands across like this, and I feel no wefts. I used all the extensions, so it's nice and thick. And I always keep the extensions away from my hairline. So that I can put my hair behind my ear and all of that. So yeah, the color's wrong. It looks like I am gonna have to probably, I'm gonna either have to darken my hair to make them match, or I'm going to have to get some blonde ones and curl and color them. I really did not want to do that, but that's probably what I'm going to end up having to do. This would work beautifully, even with this color though. It would work beautifully with braided styles. It's just a great quality extension, you guys. I mean, a great quality extension. So if you do have the money and you are in the market for an extension just so you can have some nice long hair, don't really plan to wear it straight, you'll be able to tell it's extensions. But as far as like how these feel, and as far as the showing of the wefts and all of that, it's like a complete winner. As far as extensions go, I don't think that I've ever tried extensions that feel as successful as these. I like to tease the crown of my head when I'm wearing extensions so that I don't have to worry as much about them showing, and in this case I did not have to, I didn't do that. I wanted this to be as much of a challenge as possible, so obviously as a challenge goes, you can still totally see my hair. But do these blend with your actual hair, and do they lay flat against the head? Absolutely. It's actually kind of crazy. And it just feels like your actual hair because it's actual natural hair. So bravo. But I'm going to try to do some styles in the future. I'm going to cut these a little bit, and I'm going to try to do some styles in the future where I do like 1960s volume on the top with the length, and then I will cut these extensions to be the proper length and possibly darken my hair just a little bit to blend with them. But the darkening of the hair is easy to do because it'll fade. I'm not all that worried about it. But yeah, that's them. They're easy to apply. They don't really show. You know, if you curl your hair, it will totally look like it's your hair. It really will. I have strong faith that it will. I mean, well, there's one, but you can't really see them. And I mean, they feel completely flat to my head. Like, it does not feel like an extension. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some really cool things with these, and I don't get very many views on these review videos anyway. I basically do this for the company because they're for the good of sending them to me. If you decide you want to purchase some and play around with them, there is a bar in the info bar that gives you my information and how you can kind of give me a little kickback for making your purchase. But in all honesty, based on this video, for us vintage girls, this isn't really the selling point. The selling point is how it works in vintage styles. So I get excited when I think about kind of blending these in with some vintage styles and after putting some texture in them and everything. So, all right, we will see you soon.